Virgo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early March 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Virgo collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guides and spirit team, talk to me. What do we have for the Virgo collective in early Pisces season? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And then at the very end, have a special treat for you this week. Our good friend Stacy from Cosmic Life Astrology is going to talk to us about what's happening in the stars. So that's always enlightening. I hope you enjoy it. Show her a bunch of love for me, all right? Let's get it going, though. What do we have for Virgo? Please and thank you, guides and spirit team. And your last few readings, I mean, every week your readings are always like extremely nuanced, lots of interesting things happening in the energy. So I always look forward to my Virgo reads, and this first card is being very specific, right? I mean, it makes sense with what we've been seeing. And I'm just going to keep shuffling. For those of you new here, I only read jumpers, so I shuffle them until a card flops out of my hand, and there we go. Okay, and this is the card that I do link with the Virgo collective. It's just like the Hermit, but this one's called the Alchemist. So for a lot of you, yeah, I mean, Virgo energy and a Virgo reading, being very specific here. Some of you, you might be extra choosy in this time, so keep that in mind. Extra particular about certain things. But before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the March subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this. So I already mentioned it. This is the one that I do link with the Virgo collective. So if you're not connected to another Virgo, this could talk about like your self-confidence in one way or another, or something applying to yourself, the self, whether it's self-love, self-care, things like that. Now, this isn't exactly like the Hermit energy. If you notice, we have this alchemist with the illuminated third eye. He's looking at his creation, looking at his potion. So this could be an excellent card for creation, for manifesting. So for a lot of you, you might need to know, like, hey, your powers of manifesting could be extra heightened here. There's also a focus with this card. That's one thing I always have to mention, because notice he is intently locked in on his creation. So Spirit could be telling you, like, hey, Virgo, there's something that you need to focus on a little more, or maybe there's something you're focusing on a little too much, like however it works for you. There could be something or someone under the microscope. Maybe someone's focusing on you, right? That could be it. But we're going to put our alchemist / hermit friend right over there. Let's get into tarot now. And I always say the first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. So shuffle it for Virgo, please. And while we get the deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled A Serious Situation. And the big thing I was picking up in the energy was that there was something that may need addressing or may need attention. So that could still bleed over in the coming days and weeks, okay? Whether it's an interpersonal thing, a work thing, a money thing, a relationship thing. Spirit was saying like, okay, there's something that needs to be addressed or looked at in a serious manner. It was very strong Queen of Swords energy. So we're going to see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. So let's get it going here. 3 cards for the Virgos, please. 3 cards to start us off. What do we got in early March? Thank you. Okay. I mean, we're starting good. We have the 10 of Cups in position number 1. I've been seeing this a lot in the fire sign readings as well. So let's get them right here. Could be house, home, family. This is a beautiful card of wish fulfillment. So when I see this in a Virgo reading, that's good. And I see it in any reading, it's good, right? Let's get you a couple more. Chasing them dreams in one form or another. 3 cups, wow. All right, so we're starting with 2 of the heavy hitters here, Virgo. Beautiful 3 of Cups energy. Celebration, happiness, cause for celebration, really good stuff. Let's get you one more. What do we got? Thank you. Okay, we do have the World card, so we have a lot of powerful things happening here. Okay, and I like what I'm feeling here, my friends. It's bringing a smile to my face, and yes, we still have to clarify and get more detail. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into that intuitive, juicy stuff. So at first glance here, this energy is making me happy, believe it or not. And I know some people see the World card, they get a little frazzled. Doesn't feel frazzling to me just yet. But notice we have the double down of the water energy. Heightened emotions could be in play for a lot of Virgos in this time. But I will say about the World and the Ten of Cups, they both represent a happy ending. Okay, like, yeah, tens represent endings. The World could represent the close of a chapter. But these aren't like Ten of Swords. This isn't like Tower, Ten of Swords, Death card mixture. When I see these two, it's like happy ending, a happy culmination, wish fulfillment. So let's really break it down piece by piece, and then we'll get into the finer details. Position number 1, the 10 of Cups, beautiful. So you see the imagery there, happy family, 10 cups and rainbow across the sky. So whenever this card shows up, I do say, hey, there could be some sort of big win coming in for a lot of you. This is emotional fulfillment. This is wish fulfillment. So maybe this is a very important goal for you. Maybe you're the type of individual where at this point in your life's journey, you just want to be happy, right? And most people want to strive for that, but you could be getting very serious about your own well-being and happiness. Nothing wrong with that. The 10 of Cups, aside from happy endings, wish fulfillment, wins, victories, all that good stuff, when I see it, yes, it could represent the home. It could represent importance around a family member as well. So the clarifier is going to be important for us when the 10 of Cups shows up. When we talk about the challenges, though, the fact that it is 10 cups, 10 water, in its reversal form, it could be discontent type of energies. It could be someone that's feeling emotionally overflowing, if that makes sense. So just know, especially with all this water here, a lot of Virgos in this time, you might just be heightened emotionally, or there's going to be something we need to look at further in regards to that. Now, moving to the center, we have another beautiful, happy, celebratory type of energy and card. We got the 3 of Cups. Now, this card gets a bad reputation in tarot. You know, a lot of people see it and they automatically think third-party things, and it can mean that. Okay, I'm not going to downplay that message because it can be true with the 3 of Cups, but the main thing I think of is celebration, a cause for celebration, happiness, joyousness, merriment, all that good stuff. So there's good things coming, especially when we couple it with the 10 of Cups and the World on the back end. It's like, oh, all right, there's a result coming in, there's something big coming in, and it's really, really good. Now, the challenging aspects of the 3 of Cups. Sometimes it could be someone that parties a little too much. Sometimes this could be someone that likes to be gregarious and live it up, but a little too much. So in this time, yeah, maybe watch out for overindulgence in one form or another whenever the 3 of Cups is here. Sometimes it can point to a funky group dynamic as well. We're not going to completely cut that message out. But in the context of the other cards and messages we're getting here, this is a very positive spread so far. Now on to the back end, we have the World itself. This card, yeah, could represent endings. We already went through that. We already mentioned it. More of happy endings. We think of a close of a chapter before the next one opens. So yeah, maybe some of you have experienced endings recently or will in the near future. Nothing wrong in that sense. The World is highly complex. It's extremely spiritual, and it represents a culmination of the energy. So it doesn't just talk about an ending. It's just something coming to a head. It's something culminating in one way or another. In my style of reading, when I see the World, I think of the literal world itself, the world we live in. So you might have an extra attention on world events or what's happening in the world today. Maybe someone you're connected to is highly interested in that as well. But to me, the World, especially in this sense, does feel like something culminating or coming to a head. And it could be very positive with all the other stuff we have. So I want to dive deeper on all of it, Virgo. Let's jump in and clarify. All right. Let's get a good shuffle here for you, my friends. Let's see what's happening, my gods. Talk to me. What we got for these Virgos here? I'm liking the energy we're feeling so far. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that 10 of Cups. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. Yeah, if you're feeling any messages you want to give to Virgo, you could drop it right in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, 10 of Cups time. And while we get this card out, if you've been inquiring about a personal reading, you could check it out in my description. My March calendar's live. And I've been giving a lot of readings for the Virgo Collective. I've been enjoying our time, my friends. What do we have with the 10 of Cups? Okay, being very specific again. Okay, nothing wrong with that. I already mentioned it. I already said it. Yeah, we have the Hanged Man in reverse. This is coming in very suddenly, fast, super hot and heavy. When I see this energy, it is a card that could represent you. So when I see it in reverse, it could be something that kind of catches you off guard, or you feel taken aback in one sense or another, but it doesn't necessarily feel bad. For a lot of you, there could be something that turns out way better than you expected to. This could easily be a connection of like either a wind that comes rushing in, like explosively fast, or an unexpected one, okay? We don't have much cards of mystery, but the Hanged Man is usually a pulled back energy. It's pulled back, it's retracted, it's keeping to itself, it's analyzing, it's planning. In reverse, it's unplanned. It's moving fast. It's uprooting things. So for a lot of you, yeah, there could be an unexpected win, or one that just comes in real sudden, real fast, real quick. Another thing I will say about the Hanged Man in reverse, when I see it with the Ten of Cups, remember earlier when I was speaking about how like a lot of you could really be focusing on your happiness, okay, or prioritizing your happiness, your well-being. That could absolutely represent it, because the Hanged Man is a card of self-sacrifice. In reverse, it's like, okay, I'm going to make sure I'm happy, because if I'm happy, then everyone else could be happy as well. Can't pour from an empty cup type of energy. So let's keep moving over to the Three of Cups. I mean, I did already say, like, this does feel like something that rushes in suddenly or unexpected. Like, if you've been down in the dumps for a while, like, things could start shifting for you quickly. So let's see why the Three of Cups is here. Why is that Three of Cups in the mix? Just being so specific in the energy. Okay. Yeah, there could be somebody watching, keeping tabs in one form or another. Okay, we have the Page of Swords in the upright underneath this Three of Cups. It doesn't necessarily feel nefarious. And you remember I did say it in the beginning as well. We had this Alchemist in the beginning. Now we have the Page of Swords. That's the Watcher of the tarot deck. So just know there could be someone keeping tabs, all right? There could be someone like watching in some form or fashion. Now I don't mean that like, hey, there's someone outside your window right now in the tree watching you. Nothing like that. To me, it's more like keeping tabs in one form or another, but I don't feel a ton of nefarious intent behind it. I really don't, which I know sounds odd, right? When you get a message like, oh yeah, there could be someone keeping tabs and watching, like that sounds a little freaky. But the Page of Swords could represent a younger person. It could represent an air sign as well underneath the Three of Cups. I feel like this page is a little reserved. This is a shy type of energy. So there could be someone that wants to approach you or connect with you in some form or another, but they're a little shy to do so. That could be a big thing. Another thing, when we get pages, they represent communication. They represent messages. So underneath the Three of Cups, you got good news coming in on top of this right here. So I feel good things, but I also feel someone keeping tabs, and I'm going to give the message if I feel it. So just know for some of you, maybe there's someone you're keeping tabs on, but it feels like this person, it's like a soothing thing. It's like, okay, well, I just want to check and make sure they're okay. It's like giving me that vibe. Let's go in on the world. Yeah, just like checking in, making sure everything's cool. I mean, hey, I don't judge, right? Let's go in on the world. We all do it from time to time, right? Let's be real. So let's see why the world is here for the Virgos. Then we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow, not the shadow card, the astrology segment. That's right. So let's see what's up with the world, please. Where's the world here for Virgo? Thank you. Okay. So we do have another 3 showing up here for you, my friends. For some of you, a work situation could absolutely come to a head, whether you're looking for a new position or something regarding work. It doesn't necessarily feel bad, and this could represent help in one form or another as well. But we do have the 3 of Pentacles in the upright. We do have to mention and notice that we have the repeating 3s, and they're both touching this world card. So it doesn't necessarily feel terrible. If you're going through a situation where you might need assistance crossing the finish line, just know that there is energetic support around you, and Spirit could be directing you towards a support system in some way or another. But I do feel for a lot of you, yeah, there's a new cycle coming in, especially in regards to like work, how you earn money, what you do for a living, or some sort of group dynamic. It's very big. Now, it's not giving me odd feelings or anything like that. Usually this is my card of teamwork makes the dream work, but I do just feel for a lot of you there could be big changes in regards to like work, money earning, and things like that, like a new paradigm or a new shift. For some of you, it might be a result you've been wanting too, right? Like it could be a happy ending because of all the stuff we have here in the beginning. This could be something culminating in a positive way for you. So I do like it, Virgo. Let's go through and do a quick recap, then we'll get into the shadow card. For some of you, if you're wanting to change work, I just want to say, like, yeah, this is very important. And I said shadow card again, the astrology segment, but let's do the recap real quick. Position number 1, we have the 10 of Cups with the Hanged Man in reverse, a card that could represent you from time to time. Once again, I said this could be a win or a victory of some kind that pops in real sudden, unexpected almost, where it's like, boom, it just flies in. A lot of you could be focusing on like your self-happiness, wellness, and all that stuff. Even if you're the type of person where you just want to make sure everyone else is okay. There's nothing wrong with focusing on yourself if you need it. You can't pour from an empty cup. Moving to the center, we have the 3 of Cups with the Page of Swords in the upright. Yeah, there could be someone keeping tabs. There could be someone watching, and it doesn't feel nefarious or bad here. To me, it's more like checking in. Like, I just want to make sure everything's cool or make sure everything's okay. There's no one sitting outside your window, I promise. On the back end, we have the World with the 3 of Pentacles in the upright. And yeah, in the middle as well, it could be someone getting good news. But yeah, the World with the 3 of Pentacles, big changes in the paradigm of work and what you do for a living that could really be in play for a lot of you, whether it's new things or new ways of working and stuff like that. It could be happy endings as well. Feels really nice overall, especially for the new cycles coming in for you. And there is a big point towards your support system when we connect them both to the World. So yeah, Virgo, please take a screenshot of that if you'd like to look into it further. And with that being said, we're going to kick it over to our dear friend Stacy for the astrology segment.
Hi, my name is Stacy from Cosmic Life Astrology. I'm here to give you a briefing on the upcoming eclipse season, which is beginning in March, and we will see a series of eclipses happening at the end of the month and the beginning of April. The energy will be felt more strongly during the first 2 months of eclipse season. However, it can take 6 months to play out until the next eclipse cycle begins. I will be doing this based on rising signs, so if you don't know your rising sign or have a birth chart, you can email me at itsacosmiclife@gmail.com and I can help you out with that. If you are watching for your sun sign, you may find that there's more resonance with your work and career life with these horoscopes. And if you find this video helpful, I ask that you hop on over to my YouTube channel, Cosmic Life Astrology, where I upload videos every week on what's in store for us week by week. And I hope you enjoy this. Let's dive in. Hello, Virgo rising. So this eclipse season will be highlighting your 2nd and 8th house axis, which is the access point of earned income versus shared resources, of self-worth versus healing or therapy work that you've been doing, and possessions that you may have versus possessions of others. And so I want to start out by talking about Mercury retrograde, because the retrograde is going to begin right in between both eclipses, and I see this as being a significant focus to make some revisions before you can have a new beginning. And so for you guys, this will be happening in your 8th house, so shared resources, healing, or therapy work, debts to others, whether it's owed to you from others or whether you owe it to others, as well as any taxes, inheritance, and it is tax season, so it makes sense. And it will be especially important because Chiron and the North Node are there as well. And so keep an eye out on what transpires during the shadow period, which begins March 18th, when Mercury hits 15 degrees of Aries and makes its way to 27 degrees of Aries on April 1st, when the retrograde officially starts. There may be clues as to what you'll need to be working on during the retrograde cycle. On March 25th, we will have the Libra full moon lunar eclipse happening at 5 degrees of Libra in your 2nd house. So you may have been working on maybe trying to find a new source of income or increase your income. You may have been working on self-worth issues and maybe clearing out possessions that you own, or working through what kind of legacy you may have been building. And you could see things come to a culmination in this area. It may be that you are finishing your job search that enables you to earn more income or bring in a new stream of income. Maybe it's a secondary source of income. And there will be a trine to Pluto and Aquarius in your 6th house, which brings an opportunity to transform your work life, your daily routine, and your health. So this is a good opportunity for you to make those transformations, to maybe have a better personal work-life balance, especially with the 2nd and 6th house in focus. When we have the Aries solar new moon eclipse on April 8th, that will be at 19 degrees of Aries, and it will be conjuncting Chiron in the North Node. And so, when I mentioned the healing work in that house, having a solar eclipse happening, conjuncting Chiron in the North Node, will bring a major transformation in the 8th house topics. So you could see that maybe you're clearing out debts, which brings you relief. You could be maybe having an opportunity to refinance or consolidate debts, or maybe take on a new mortgage, like buying a home. Or you could be doing a new mode of healing work, or have a new therapist that, helps you through that transformation that takes place in the 8th house. So I see this as definitely an opportunity for you to have a releasing of burdens, like I also said to Pisces as well, which, allows you to better give and receive, because that's also a focus for the 2nd and 8th house as well. So it is a good time for you guys. I see this as a very positive eclipse season. I hope you enjoyed this video.
If you would like to get a personal reading done with me, you can find my digital calendar on mastermetaphysics.com, so please feel free to check it out. But for the March subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, fantastic Tarot of the Owls. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite zodiac sign? And give me a couple reasons why. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.